Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chantel and I have a recipe for you today. Today we are going to make bulgogi. We are going to make keto bulgogi. And if you don't know what bulgogi is, it is a Korean dish. Bul meaning fire, gogi meaning meat. So fire meat. I'm so excited. I worked on this a little bit and I really like it, so I'm going to share it with you. The first thing that we're going to do is make the sauce. And we need the sauce to marinate the meat for 30 minutes up to 24 hours. So let's go ahead and get started on that. If I don't have any notes for you, then I'm just gonna wrap this up and we can move along. Small note, the reason why we're doing dried garlic and dried onion is because we're controlling the net carbs in our recipe, since this is a keto recipe. We can get maximum flavor with a dried granulated version of those two instead of using the full fresh chopped version. And just the smallest amount of pepper. Now that we have our sauce, we are going to start cutting up our meat. And the amount that I'm using today for this recipe is 14 to 16 ounces. And that's what this marinade is for, and that's the whole measurements. But I'll have the macros listed somewhere here, and then I'll have the full recipe down below. So let's get started into that meat. Also, flink is commonly used and cut very thin at the Asian Asian markets. And but if you can do something like a higher quality, like a ribeye that's marbled really well, that would be very delicious. And that's actually what I'm going to use today. I'm using a ribeye. Mine actually has bone in, so I'm just going to cut around the bone and then I'm going to make my slices. The type of cut that we are looking for will be thin strips of meat, and it can just be at the thickness of your steak itself, or you can completely make like skinny strips. It's totally up to you what your preference is. I'm just gonna do some strips and see how I feel and see if I want to cut into it some more. If you can, cut your meat when it's really cold or nearly frozen, and then that way you can get a thinner slice. You can have more control over it because the fats aren't melted into the protein. It's pretty good, I like that. Let's go ahead and gently massage this, and then we'll put it to marinade.
I did get like a bone piece, but I'll just let my wife know that there's one of these in there so that she doesn't bite into it immediately. Or maybe I'll just pull it to the side because that's something she would totally do.
Maybe not like the best method to like use my fist, but I have nails on. I gently massaged my protein. Now I'm going to put it to marinade. You can marinate it for 30 minutes up to 24 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in there, and then when I get back to you, I'll let you know how long I let it go. So my meat has been marinating for an hour and I'm ready to cook it. My pan is nice and hot to counter the coldness from the refrigerated meat. So let's get started. It smells so good. So they say you want to do one whole layer of your protein so that you don't create liquid. Because you want it to like crisp up and caramelize, but you don't want it to like, what's the word? You don't want it to steam. Okay. Lower it a lot, put it a little higher.
Ooh, that sugar is giving such a great caramelization.
I'm playing a lot with the heat because this is only the second time I've used this cooking pestle. So I'm just like playing with it a bit. But you do want to keep your temperature pretty high because you want to get that caramelization and that really good sear on your protein. And my ribeye is pretty fatty, so it's really popping. It's getting really hot. That fat is doing its thing. And so are those sugars. So take those really good seared pieces out and set them aside. Be careful about popping because now that you're pulling the meat out, the moisture will fall into the hot oil and you'll get popped out.
This is amazing. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh.
I feel like everyone has like restaurant like memories because we don't really go to restaurants anymore at this time. And I feel like I'm at a restaurant, like a Korean barbecue, and I can smell it before it gets to my table. My wife got these for me. And I always cook with chopsticks, so it's really funny that she got these for me because she's like, oh, I know you'll use them to cook with. And now I can't help it. Like everything I cook, I'm cooking with these. Look at that. Okay. I'm actually gonna dump this. I'll be right back. So my bulgogi is done. Now let's garnish it. I have some green onions chopped up, just a little, just to show. I feel like garnishes are really true to their purpose if they're representing something that's already in the dish. So we already have green onions in our meal. So just to put a little on top just gives you some insight on what is inside it. And then let's do some sesame seed. I'm running out. They're toasted. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then I have, just for a side, I have chopped broccoli. So this is kind of like my cauliflower rice or my rice alternative. I've been having a lot of cauliflower lately, so I'm doing something else. I'm gonna do broccoli, which is really good because like 1 cup of chopped broccoli is like 1 net carb. And then I have some coleslaw, very creamy, very fatty, very excited. It's Asian inspired. And then I have this, this paste that I made, or the sauce. I've never made this before, and I don't think I've ever eaten it before, but it looked so good when I was looking up Korean recipes. It's called samjang. I'll like put the name up here somewhere, and I'll just give you a small little list of what I threw in it. I'm really excited about this. Look at this bulgogi. Okay, let's taste test it. Oh my goodness. They all look so good. Oh, I want like a fatty piece and a really nice seared piece. And there's like a caramelized green onion. My mouth is salivating. Look at that. Oh, it's so steamy. Oh my goodness. It's so good. This might be like my new favorite Korean dish. I tried making bulgogi once, it did not come out good. But this right here, With this sauce, you put a little bit on the meat, and then you can do like a lettuce leaf, and then you can do some rice or your rice alternative, and then the beef, and then the sauce. Let's see. Oh my goodness. That sauce is so good. I have to list it. I'm for sure gonna list it. What's in it? It's delicious. Okay, I'm set. Well, I want some more of this. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. I want to know your thoughts. Are you gonna try it? Please try it. Let me know how it went. I'm so excited for you. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.